Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Is my voice clear? Okay, thank you. Yeah, we just wait some minutes and wait for some more audience to come, and we can begin today's tutorial. Okay, now let's begin today's training for AI model awareness and several city competition training. Okay, so first let me introduce myself. My name is Barry. I'm from WhalesBot and I'm the product service engineer. So today's training product is AI model awareness and the rule introduction of sub-city computation. So today's training is divided into 4 parts. The first part is the basic use of MC101S controller and WhalesScratch software download and the installation guide and the meaning of each programming mode. The second part is the explanation of the petrol line library, which is one of the most commonly used function in the computation, and will be combined with the Grayscale sensor for like petrol demonstration, and will give you some time to practice. The third part is the explanation of sub-city rules, and the last part is the introduction of our courses structure. And each part finished, I will leave you 5 minutes and give you some time to make the practice. And if you have the question, you can just text in the question bar, and you can ask me, and I will give you the answer. Okay. Yeah. So let's begin. The first part, I will introduce how to use our controller for AI model awareness kit. Once you open the box of our robot kit, this is the main part, the controller, and this type of controller is called MC101S. Okay, and as you can see, here is a controller, and totally have 12 ports of this controller, and it's divided by the letter port and the number port. The letter is A to D port, And this port is just for connect the motor, like the closed loop motor. This motor can make the robot car to move, like to make a driven wheel to move forward, move back, and also we can make it as a motor, a task motor during the game if we want to finish some difficult task, and we can use the motor to drive some gear and some mechanism system arm or something else. Okay. Yeah. And for the value, the number port 1 to 5 is for the sensor port. So in our kit, have several sensors or actuators. And for this one is the touch sensor, touch switch sensor. So we can use the cable, the 6-pin cable, connect the number port 1 to 5, both is okay. And for the Grayscale sensor, for the light petrol one, they only can connect to the port 5. Okay, so it's the default one. Yep. And this one is a emotion screen, a geometric screen, and it can make it a different diagram on the screen, and we can make a smile or some cry emotion in this screen. And for these 3 port is for servo motor, but the AMO ISV doesn't provide the servo motor, so we just need to know that it's okay. If you want to use the servo motor, you should buy some extra package and you can use it. Okay. And after that, I will teach you how to installation the battery for the controller. And here is the back case of the controller. Yep. And we just take off the case, and we can see you should buy 6 dry battery for 1.5 voltage and install it. And after that, the controller will have the power and we can turn it on. And in the front of the controller, you can see the power button. We just click, and the controller will play the sound. Hello, welcome WhalesBot. Okay. And the screen will just show us the program. This controller can save 3 programs in one time. So this is a P2, and we just click the top button. The right one or left one, we can switch it. P1, P2, P3. Yeah. Yeah. And if we want to run the program, we just click the power button again, the start button. And as you can see, the screen will show us red one. Yeah, that means the P1 program runs. And after that, we just click the power button again and make the program end. And then we can select another one. Yeah. Okay. And just a long press, like 3 seconds. Yeah, and the controller will turn off. Okay. Here is the basic use about our MC1OS controller. And here have a USB-A cable port. And this one is for download the program. So we use our kit provided cable. Yeah, we just use this cable and connect to the laptop or PC, and we can download the program to the controller. Okay. Yeah, and there is a one important thing should be mentioned. If the controller have the power and the light is green, and if the controller no power and the light will change for red, and so we should notice we should change the battery. Okay. And for our next part, I will show you how to download our software. Okay. Yeah. Everyone can see my screen. Okay. So here is our officially website, and here we can download all our application software and some family case courses. So today we should use the WhalesBot Scratch, and they have the Windows version and Mac version, and you can up to your device and select right target version. Okay. In this page, we just click download the Windows one. Yeah, and if your computer have some Defender or some other software to block this download installation thing, you should just click trust and jump up some steps. Just make sure you have the permission to download our software first. Yeah. After installation the software, we can see here is the main page for the Scratch. Yeah. And the top bar is for some function for save program or change the controller type. or change the language. So click here, you can see we can select controller. Now we use the MC1OS. So in the left up corner, we can double check have we selected the right target controller. We have so many different type of controller. So make sure this one select right, and then we click confirm. Okay, and for this icon is for debugger issue. So we can make sure before we use the controller, we should check the port is working fine or not, and some motor or some sensor we can connect it first and do the test. As we can see, the port 1 to port 5 is all the sensor and actuator. We can select and connect it and do the test. And for the bottom one is the motor. We can adjust the speed here and make the motor rotation and the test is working fine or not, and then we can do the next step. Okay. Yeah. And here is the program name. So it's P1, P2, P3, like I showed you before. And we should mention which program we download. Yeah, if we select P2, and we should switch to the P2 and run the program. Okay. And here we can see we can save our program in target forward field. Okay. And in this icon, we can reference the C code or Python code, or we can switch to the C code editor or Python code editor. But our software is not the open source. If you want to use the C language or Python language, you can only use inside our software to do that. Okay. So next, I will explanation each program block, and we can see we separate different color for different block, which is represent different meaning, different purpose. Yeah. The first one is the motion. So it's the very simple one. This part mainly is used for make the motor move, to make the vehicle move forward or move back, or turn left, turn right, or make the task motor rotation. Okay, and I think if you have our kit and you can follow our instruction to build a robot car like this one. And to build this car, the very important thing is the motor. So the left motor and the right motor is the opposite one. And the port should be like this. And use this one after we build a basic robot car. And we can try to use this function to make the car move forward. And the power represents the speed of the car. And we can adjust it. The maximum speed is 100%. It's the fastest one. And we can change it 20, 30, like this. Okay. And the next one is a duration of the move. We can, if we use this command, the car will not stop. Just the car will like power 20, like speed 20, and keep moving and then stop. But if we use this one, the car will just run 1 second and then stop. So you can understand it. This order is like a update one like this. Okay. Yeah. And the next one is stop left motor and right motor. After we run, and we can make the motor, make the car stop. And so for the first two parts of the motor, it just control the drive wheel, make the drive wheel to rotation, and here we can make the car move forward, move backward, or turn left, turn right. But this one, we can change the different port, only make one motor rotation. And as we mentioned, during the game, we should add some extra motor on the robot car. So if we want to make the third or fourth motor move, so we should use this function and select a different port to make it move. Yeah. And the same principle like this. If we only use the power and the motor will not stop, so we can add a time, add a duration. Oh, sorry, it's this one. Yeah. And make it 5 seconds, 3 seconds, just based on the requirement during the task. We can change the value here. Or we can make it smaller, make it like 0.5 seconds, it goes okay. Yeah, and for this one, just we can make two motor move in same time. Okay, like B or D, and the rotation we can make it like negative value, so it's represent the rotation direction. If the positive value and the rotation direction is clockwise, and if the value is negative, is the counterclockwise rotation for the motor. Yep. And for next one, the rotate for degrees. And what that means, the degree is represent the wheel's rotation degree. So if we meet a situation like we want to make the vehicle turn its back, we want to make the vehicle turn around, so we can use the rotation degrees to change the degrees value. And the degree can add to 1500. So make the vehicle to turn its back. Okay. And this is degree. And we can also use the time to control it. So this one, the purpose is same, just use a different method to make it okay. And these two values should be basic some different task or different situation, and we can adjust the value. Okay. And this one is the reverse motor. So just the same way, like change the value positive or negative. The reverse is just change the rotation direction for the motor. Yeah, we just notice which port we connect the motor, and select the target one is okay. Yeah. And this one is similar to this one. Okay, so this one is just like a default, only stop motor A and motor B for the drive wheel. But this one we can control stop all motor, or just stop A motor, or just stop B motor. We have a choice, right? Okay. Yeah, and for next one, the different valves for the air module bias, it doesn't have the omni valve, so we can leave it. And for the steering gear is for the servo motor. So the air module bias also doesn't have the servo motor. Yeah. So we don't need to know that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. For next part is for the actuator part. And as we can see, we can play sound. So this one is just for the controller one, because we have the speaker on the controller, and we can make the controller play a sound. We have different type of the sound. We have animal one, and vehicle, and emotion, piano, or other one. Okay. So let's do a first practice. We can make a motor C, run 5 seconds, and after that we play a sound. We play a sound like welcome. Okay. And so we should use the USB cable. Turn on the controller and connect it. Okay. And we download the program to P1. Okay. I selected P1 and click the download icon, and this will show. And when we download the program, the light on the controller will flash, and after we get the message download successful, and this present the program is downloading the controller. Okay, and so we should mention we want to start her. Okay, the program is set motor A and rotation 5 seconds. So we connect a motor. Connect the motor to port A. Yeah. And we can use a bolt, add it up, and we can see the motor rotation. And after that, we just click the run button. Yeah, this is the basic practice. Yeah, and if you have our robot kit and already download our software, you can just try this one. And if you doesn't have is if you don't have it, it's also okay. This recording, this courses will have the recording, and you can follow the code to try by yourself. And the next one is electromagnet, but this sensor is like a magnet, and we can select it, break off. But this case also don't have it, so we just know that how to use is okay. And the next one is the emotion screen, just like I showed you before. We can make it like a different emotion, the big eyes smile, naughty, or something like that. Yeah. And should be mentioned that this is the value port which we will connect. And I can show you how to use it. So connect port 1 and port 2 for the emotional screen. And we make it smile. Okay. And download the program. Oh, so we should notice after we run the program, we should click the power button again to end this program. If we don't end this this program, so we will get the error message. Okay, so print it. Yeah, and download it again. Start download. Okay, it's download successful. And as you can see, the emotion screen have the echo is the smell. Yeah. And the next one is the same. We can both to control the different number value or different signal on the emotional screen. And then we can control one time. Yeah, and also we can customize the emotional screen pattern. Yeah, we can draw a different diagram. Okay. Yeah, and the next one is some RGB light and some digital tube. It's all the different actuator. And also we can screen display. We can make the controller screen display some value, the different value. Yeah. Okay. And the next part is the sensor one. So the sensor one, we can see we have the circle one and the rhombic one. So these two different these two different icons represent the different type of value. And for the circle one, it's just the true value from 0 to 100. Like the Grayscale sensor or some other infrared sensor. It's just let me give you the example for the infrared sensor. It's just a distance, a measure distance sensor, and the value is just the distance from the obstacle, and it's a true value, like 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter, like this one. But for the rhombic icon, it's the bool value for computer language. It's just a judgment value. It's only true or false. For the program language is 0, 1. So like the touch switch sensor, it only have two value, two signal of this one. Is press it down or don't press it. Okay, so it's the true or false, it's the bool value. So they use the different icon, different type of the icon to separate it. So I know it's a little bit complex principle, but they just know how to use it. It's okay. Yeah. So as we can see, the below one have the logic and the loop. Okay. So if the bool type sensor, we can put it in, and then we can add some other command to combine with them together and to run them. And it's just a sensor part. And for the true value one, we can put it in the logic. Like also give the example like the infrared sensor, and we can add it here. Just like if the infrared sensor detection the obstacle distance 10 centimeter, and then we make the vehicle move forward for 1 second. Yeah, it's like this. So the sensor should be combined with the logic part or the loop part. We can use it together, and then we can finish some complex task. Yeah. And this sensor is here. Okay. And after that, you can use this code and to download it to your controller and try it. Yeah. And because right now we don't have all the type of the sensor, and our kit is only limit sensor. So the principle is just the same. So I just give you some example, and after that you can practice by yourself if you want. Okay. Okay, that is a good question. So how to make the program as two commands same time? Okay. So we can use the if else. Yeah. We have the logic part. Okay. And the if else we can also put it inside another one. Okay. Let me share another. Yeah. So like this one, how to run a same program in runtime. We can combine with the repeat and the touch sensor and the if else. And for this program, the meaning is if we press night switch and the motor will move forward or will turn left, and if we touch the turn switch, the car will turn right. Okay, and if we put it in the same time, and the car will go straight. So this one just should be combined with the logic and the repeat over, and it's just like a high level program for our kit for AI model. But this one is just for practice, and our competition they don't need to use that such a very complex thing. Yeah. But if you ask, I can show you a example, and you can just remember it. You can make a screenshot, and you can practice after this training. Okay. Yeah, and here is the loop. So when we use this loop, we can select repeat forever or just repeat sometimes. Just like if we want to play a song. If we do not add the loop function, and the sound will just play once, just play one time, and will stop. And if we want to keep say hello, and we can add the repeat over. And if we want to say hello in 3 times, we can just use this one and change the value 3. and the controller will play sound like 3. Or we can make the car move 3 times and stop, and we can repeat 3 times. And also, once we finish one task, we don't want to immediately to begin the next one. We can add a millisecond. Okay, just like move backward 2 seconds. We can combine it together. Okay, yeah. And the break is just for stop. Okay. And repeat until is for the bool value, and we can compare with also like the task sensor. We can repeat until the task sensor pressed, and then begin the next movement. Yeah. So every oh, sorry, sorry for the internet problem, and let's keep.目前还行是吧？我是一共享屏幕就卡。Hi everyone, is that okay right now? Okay, okay, it's working now. Okay. Yeah. So let me just explain the variable one again. Okay. So the variable is just a keep change value. Okay. So we set the value to 0 or to some other value. If the value set to 0 and the variables set to 1, and the value just will add 1 in one time, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if the variable set by 2, and the value will be just add 2 in one time, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And also the variable we can combine with the logic and the loop part to use it. The logic we can use that by yeah. So after we create the value, and we can just put over this one and put it in the logic, yeah, and to use it like more the variable equal 15, and then like this one. Okay. And the AI function is for the image recognition sensor, and we can compare it This one, and recognize number, recognize direction, fruit, or some animals. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And now I will give you an example. Like make our vehicle to run as a rectangular and play a car song. Okay, this is a task. And you can practice by yourself. And also I will give you the program reference. And also, if you have any question, you can ask me. Okay, let me ask. Yeah. So I give you 10 minutes. You can practice by yourself. And if you don't have the robot kit, you can just use the software and try to finish the task. Just make the robot car move like a rectangular, and it's don't need to very accurate. Just understand the purpose for the task is okay, and understand how to use the motion, and how to use the apparator function, how to play sound for the controller is okay. And after 5 minutes, I will give you the answer and explain to you how to make it work. And so you can handle the motion part of our software. Okay. So you should make sure you have the robot car and mount the motor, left motor and right motor, and the port position is right. And then after the preparation, and you can finish the task. Okay. Now I will tell you how to finish this task to run a rectangular by our robot car. And basically, it's only 2 blocks we should use for the movement. Okay, like only these 2 parts. Okay, and it's up to the rectangular size, and we can make it move forward for 1 second. Okay, and we can just run like 1 second, 2 seconds, it's both okay. And after that, we should make it turn aside, turn right, or turn left is both okay. And but we should make it turn like some second. Okay, and this second is up to the angle or up to the icon, and you should adjust. And for my test is 0.5 or 0.7 seconds, and the robot car will turn like 90 degrees. So we'll move forward 1 second and turn right for 90 degrees and keep move and just repeat the same step. And then the robot car will just move like a rectangular. And also we can replace this function for degree. It's both okay. So like I mentioned, this 2-part principle is same and just use a different method. Okay, so this is the time and this is the degree, and maybe we just add it to 1500 degree, and the car will just turn right like 40 or something. Yep. Yeah. Okay, but the value should be adjusted. Okay, so if we want to turn right and the left motor speed will less than the right motor speed will less than the right motor. Okay, so just we will turn right and we make the right like 0 and the right like 30, like 30. So the car will turn right. Okay, if the value is same, the absolute value is same, like 30 or minus 30, and the car will just turn left in the base. Yeah. So we need to make the volume like different, the absolute volume different, and the car will just turn like a different circle. Okay. Yeah. And just like combine this one, and the car will move like a rectangular and then play the sound. Yeah. Okay, and after that you can try this program. And also the value is not very accurate, and you should just adjust it by yourself. You can change the value and change the speed. Both is okay. Yeah. Okay. And here is the next very important part. Is the most useful part, the petrol light. So the petrol light is just for make the vehicle follow the black line on the map, and then they can very accurate to arrive the task point and do the next move. So this part we should use our Grayscale sensor. As you can see, here is the Grayscale sensor, the integrate Grayscale sensor, and the Grayscale sensor have 12 channel. Okay, and each channel can detection the black light and make the car to follow the light. And the principle of the Grayscale sensor is just it can like save the black line value and the wet area value. The black line value more than 2000 and the wet area value is just 0 to 10 and no more than 100. So these two types of values saved to the Grayscale sensor, and then看起来。Yeah. Sorry for the internet. And so let me explain why the value is a negative and a positive. So like the car building, the motor is the different direction, it's the opposite way. So if we would like to make the field move in a same direction, so we should just make the rotation in differently, and the car will just move forward. And yeah, so normally you don't need to change the value, and just use it. It's okay. And after at the initialize, and we should do the black and white detection. Okay, and this function is just the Grayscale sensor to save the volume for the black light and the wet area. Okay, and now I will show you how to do the black and white. And in the petrol line, the block have the black and white detection. We just go over and connect it. Okay, and so right now we need to turn on the controller and download the program to the controller. Okay. 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 After that, the P2. Yeah, so we make sure the Grayscale sensor connect to the port file on the controller, and the left motor connect to the right motor, connect port B on the controller. Okay, and after that we just run the program. Okay, so the P2 will download the black and white program. Yeah. 帮我拿一下那个摄像头，做一个黑白检测。摄像头照到我出，从这边看一下。So let's we just click the start button.
Please put the gray sensor above the black line and press the button.
Yeah, and the controller will mention us put the Grayscale sensor on the black line. Yeah, and after that, we just make sure the Grayscale sensor 5 channel both on the black line. Yeah, and this step is for detection the black line, and after that, just click the again. Yeah, the bad area. We put the bad area. And the detection success that represent the black and white detection success. So after the black and white detection, the Grayscale sensor already saved the black line and the white line volume. So, and if we don't change the environment or don't change the map, and we don't need to do the black and white detection again. Okay, just one time is okay. And let me share the screen once again. And go back to the program. So we already finished the black and white detection. So this program should be move it. If we don't move the black and white detection, this command, and the program will not run the next command. Okay, so we just remember if we finish this one and just delay it, yeah, and to continue the next one. Okay, and so here is the petrol line intersection. So what's this one mean? This one is mean yeah, and this program represent once the car arrive an intersection and the car will stop and wait for the next command. Yeah, and this one also have a rush through the intersection time, and that means this command only represent the Grayscale sensor around the intersection and the car stop. Okay, so if the Grayscale sensor around to the intersection and then turn right or turn left, so the Grayscale sensor will lose the line, and we should make sure the wheel around the intersection and then turn right or turn left, and then the Grayscale sensor can follow the black line again and don't lose the line. So the intersection time will normally we just add 0.1 or 0.2 and make the veil around the intersection. Okay. So for example, for this line, and here is a straight line, and here is a right intersection. And if we start from the base and arrive this intersection stop, and it's the Grayscale sensor around this intersection. And if right now we just turn right, and the Grayscale sensor can't detect the black line and can't keep moving. Okay, so if we just add 0.1 second to rush the intersection and make the wheel on the black line, and then the car turn right, and the Grayscale sensor will detect the black line again, and we can just keep following the black line and finish the task. So here is the petrol line intersection, and we should, according to our robot car, and to adjust the rush intersection time. And normally, just the 0.1 is okay. Yeah, I can tell you because we just try so many times and just 0.1 second and just the speed, the distance from the wheel to the Grayscale sensor. Yeah, and the next one is easy, just petrol line duration, petrol line for some time. And if we don't want to stop in the intersection, we just want to make the car keep moving, we can just make the car push petrol line for 12 seconds, for 10 seconds, it's both okay. Yeah, and the next one, the turn middle, the turn. So this turn is just like I mentioned, if we around the intersection, and the next one we should make the car turn right or turn left. So we should use this one. And the very important one is here. The middle, left and right, it doesn't represent the direction. It just represent the Grayscale sensor. The Grayscale sensor channel. So if we select the left, it represent the left 3 channel. Detection the black line, and the car will just turn around, and that's the channel direction, the detect the black line, and the car will stop. Yeah, and the right one is represent the right 2 channel, and the middle one is represent the middle 3. So normally we just use the middle because the middle is accurate. It can make the car turn right way and to detection the black line again. Yeah. So just remember the left, middle, right is represented the left channel, middle channel, and the right channel for the Grayscale sensor. So it's okay. And like I mentioned before, if we want to make the car to turn, we should change the value. And if we want to turn right, and the right value should be less than the left value. If we want to turn left, and the left value should be less than the right value. Okay, so this is like turn left or turn right or turn round, the function. Yeah. And the next one is just it's simple. It's just similar to the motion. Okay, we can just if we want to make the car to turn around, and we can just make the motor like movement some time or movement in an angle. Okay. Yep. Yeah, and for this command is not very useful. So this sensor value is just represent the grayscale sensor value. Like I mentioned, the volume, the black line volume is more than 2000, and the white line, white area volume is just 0 to 100. Okay, and this means if the volume bigger than this one, and we'll just move the motor. Yeah. So normally we don't use this one, so just know what is represent for is okay. Yep. And next one is the start button. So as you can see, the AI model device only can save 3 programs in one time. Okay, so like we have 8 tasks in the game. So how to just use the 3 program to finish it. So we need to use 1 program to finish like 3 or 2 tasks, 3 or 4 tasks in one time, and we can finish 1 task and to go back to the base, and we can add this one start button and begin to next one. So this is the start button function. Okay, and this one is pressurized speed. So it's similar to this one, pressurized duration. Yeah, the pressurized duration just will follow the black line in a certain time, and the car will stop. But use this one, the car will not stop. Okay, we'll keep running. Yeah. Yeah. So here is the main part of the patch line library. Yeah, and to combine the patch line and the motion part, and is can finish our competition, and just change some value, and to change some value for motor, change some value for speed or something else, and just can finish all the tasks. Okay, and so the reason for the internet, and I just give you an example and show you how to patch line for our map for a very easy line. Okay. Yeah. As you can see, here is a program. First, we just initialize the Grayscale sensor, and I already do the black and white detection, so we don't need to do that again. And just remember, if you don't do the black and white detection, So do it first, and after that you can run this program. Yeah, and I will show you a skill for how to test our program. We can make it one by one, step by steps. Okay. So why I add a movement first? Because our computation, the robot are in a base. The base is no black line. So we should make the robot car move like 0.5 seconds and make the Grayscale sensor detection the black line, and then they can follow that. Okay. And after that, we should petrol line to the intersection, and the car will stop. Okay. So the first one is a red intersection. Yep. And then rush through the intersection point 1 and make the Grayscale sensor detection to make sure the Grayscale sensor can detection the black line again. Yeah. And we can just run this part to see the car follow the intersection, the car petrol line, the intersection stop or not, and make sure this program is right. So we don't need to adjust this part again. Okay. And then we should turn right. Okay, turn right. And the right value less than the left value, and then the car will turn right to follow the black line again. Okay. And for this map, we don't have another intersection. So we just use the petrol line duration, petrol line for 0.5 seconds, and the car will just get the task point and stop. Yeah. And so this one is just like a L-shaped black line. And so this one is just around the task point, and then we should make the car go back to the base. So we should use this function, make it turn around like an angle 500. So this one is just to make sure the car run this way and turn it back and keep follow the black line, and just repeat the same function. Yeah. And then the petrol line for 0.5 seconds, and there is no black line, but we should make sure the car go back to the base. So we just add some movement function, and for just 0.2 seconds, and you can up to the map and up to your situation to adjust this value is okay. And now I will show you how to run this program. Repeat the step again. Turn on the controller. And click download the program. The light flashing. Yeah, and download successful. Okay. Yeah. So here is the L-shaped line, and our goals is to move follow black line and turn right around this one and turn it back and go back to the base. Okay. Just put the car in the base and click to run. Okay. is the petrol light function, and combine this together, you can also finish the task like this, and you can also use some black tape to make a different shape of the line and to finish the task. And also you can screenshot this program as a reference, and you can practice by yourself in later. Okay. So the function of all the program part is finished. Okay, and if you have some other problem or some other question issues, you can connect our key account or leave message, send me email is okay, and I will just answer you. Okay, and let's go back to the last two parts. Okay. Here is the Enjoy AI 2025 season Cyber City competition rule. Okay. So the background, I will just jump up, and you can read it later. The competition theme and something else, you can read it later. And I will just everyone can see my screen? 全屏能看，是不是全屏就看不见？延迟，有延迟。我怎么感觉又卡住了？哦，没有啊。Yeah. So there is 8 tasks on our map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah. And the first one is Space Patrol. So the referee doesn't care you use which way to finish the task. Yeah. The initial state is here, and after the game, the referee just see the final state of the module. Okay, and as you can see, the orange panel, the initial state is here. Okay, and after that, the position of the original panel should be like this, and the referee will check the magnets engaged of this part, and you will get 50 points. Okay. The scoring rule is if the orange panel lies white with the magnets engaged and the spaceship having passed through the space panel, you earn the 50 points. Okay. And here is finish reading. Okay. Just like this one. This one is called 30 beam in our kit. You can use a shaft or some other part. You can build a robotic arm and to pull over this 30 beam and then make the orange plane like this state is okay. You check it again. Okay. 视频是看不到。我点视频一页看不见。这。可以。Yeah, sorry. Let me replay the video again. You can build a robotic arm or use some shaft, use some axle to pull over this certain beam and make the original panel like this state, and you can get this point. Okay. Yep. And the second task is called Temp shovel, and the initial state is like here. The lever in the top position, and the red pointer is in the bottom position. Yep. And the screwing rules is just the right pointer in the top position, and just and the referee to check the point is the yellow axial sleeve. Just the red pointer higher than the yellow axial sleeve, and you can get the point. Okay. Yeah, and the finish state like here. Pull it down. Yeah, and the red pointer higher than the yellow sleeve axial sleeve is okay. Yeah, and the third one is the state shape. I think it's the easiest one task in this competition. Yep, the initial state is just like here. The wings is vertical to the ground, and the finish state is here. The wings is panel to the ground is okay, and the top one is the 20B. We just make sure the wings are below to the 20B, and you will get the point. Okay. And here is the video. Yep. Yep. For this part, the robot car doesn't need to add more extra structure. Just use a normal car. You can finish this task, and you can get 40 points. And the next one is the plant growing, and here is the plant growing, and this is the plant, and we should put the plant on the right plane is okay. And the scoring rule is just the plane does not touch the map surface is okay, and the plane is very small, and it's absolutely can't get in touch the map, so it's okay. So we don't need to put the plane 100% on the right plane. If some side of the plane out of the right plane is okay, right plane form is okay. If it not drop to the map, and you can get a point. And here is the okay. Yeah, and very important thing I should mention, only this task on the map will not change the position during the reality game. So only this position will not change. So any other the module maybe will change the position during the game, and it's up to the referee during the game and change 2 or 3 position. Maybe this task put in this position. Maybe this task put in this position. But only the plant growing this task do not change the position. Okay. Yep. And here is the video. Just put on the right platform is okay. Yep. And the next one is the space elevator, and this module have the magnets, and we just make sure the two magnets engaged, and you can get the point. Just from the bottom to the top, make sure the cap reach the top and the magnet engaged with the truck's magnet. Here is a finished video. Yep. Yeah, and the next one is genetic lab, and this one is just similar to the space elevator. Also, we need to make the magnets engaged, and you will get the 40 points. Okay, and here is the magnet. Yeah. Yeah, the next one. Yep. Yeah, and the 7 is the science simulator, and this one is just also make the orange panel to the right side of the right B is okay. Yeah, and the final state is just make sure this part out of the wet B. Here is the square rule. So the referees will check this part. It doesn't matter if the orange panel not 100% like this, it's okay. Only this part just out of the wet B, and you will get the point. Okay. So this part called the 90-degree wet beam. Like here. And here is the video. Rotation the lever. Yep. Just this part out of the 90-degree beam. Yep. And the last task is the brain machine link. So this task, the star rules is just where the hat for the little guy, right? So the scoring rule is just the two double blot touch the 90-degree 2/3 simple beam, and you will get the point. And so this one is the double build. So make sure the double build get in touch this part, and we will get the point. And it doesn't matter the original panel where it's nice or not, it's both okay. Yeah. Yeah, and also we will have the bonus task, but it's just relieved by the referee during the game, and it's not 100% will have the bonus task. Yeah, normally it will not have. Yeah, the prediction of the model for plant growing task fixed. Okay, and the model will just be announced before the competition start. The prediction. Yeah, only the plant growing task is fixed, can't be changed. All of other task prediction is possible to change. Okay, and there is any other rules for the robot. Okay, and you can't use the 3D print parts. Only can use the parts by our kit provided. Okay, and maximum you can add only 4 motor and no 7 motors for each robot. Okay, so normally 3 closed loop motor is okay. 你把那个 Zoom 会议链接发给丽，然后他没有啊？哎，
我发 UPin 了。
Yeah, and you have 4 retry chance. So what is a retry? So if the robot go back to the base without any influence, is all of the automatic go back to the base is not retry. If you use the hand to hold the robot go back to the base, so you will retry once. And the retry is 20 points. Yeah, like here. The team member touches the robot after it leaves the robot base. Okay. During the retry, cannot change the layout of the field, and you must put the robot back to the base. Okay. Yeah, and here is the scoring sheet of Cyber City. Yeah, and you have the retry is the extra reward. If you do not have the retry, you can get the 40 points. But if you retry more than four times, and you will not get this point, and we do not to minus extra point. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And the game is 150 seconds. If in 150, if you in the 150 seconds do not finish the task, the referee will just end the game, and you do the next action. It doesn't count the score. Okay. And here is the basic rule of the Cyber City, and here is the PDF and the PowerPoint. I will send you later, and you can double check the rule again. If you have any problem, you can ask me. Yeah. Okay, now the last part is for our cost structure. Our cost structure is based on PBL project for programming design. Yeah. And each course is we have a module. We have a different topic. Here is the example of our course for AI model 5S. But that is just a normal. I just give you an example. So for this task, the topic is for form lift. And at the beginning, we will have lead in some background about this course and tell you which structure we should build. So every course will have one model, and we will tell the background of the topic, and which sensor we use, which mechanism system we use, and which part of the rectangular system or some other system we use, and which sensor we should use. And after that, we will build the program and give the step how to build it, and make the student have the practice tab. The next part, we will give the coding part, how to program it, and how to use our sensor to control the module. Yeah, and in the end of the course, we will put some question and leave some further starter for homework. And for different teacher have the different, we can design the different part of the course and to finish the this one. We have the different topic. So here is the light, okay, and the coding, the principle of the coding. So all is based for our PBL project. Okay. Okay, here is all the AI module training for today's lesson, and thank you for watching. If you have more problems, you can send me email and leave message. It's both okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry for the internet.